Don't breathe on it, right, Don?
We're live, okay?
Okay. We are. All right. Okay. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yes. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, obviously today Governor Wolf allowed a number of counties to go from yellow to green, particularly in northwestern Pennsylvania in our region. 11 of the 13 counties that were in yellow that had been given the first indication, they were the first ones to go from red to yellow a number of weeks ago. Every county except for Erie County and Mercer County. So Lawrence, Clearfield, Venango, Crawford, et cetera, many of them are going to be going into green. This is our first week in yellow. We just completed our first week in yellow. The governor indicated he's going to be evaluating throughout next week. And hopefully, I think in next Friday, we would anticipate that if we see our numbers continue to be where they are, that the southwestern part, and particularly Allegheny County, would move into the green phase as well.
Are you disappointed, Rich, that you and legislators have been pushing to open up the restaurants, the hair salons, and the gyms? Are you disappointed in the move quicker?
No, I think it's probably the right decision because I think when you saw the first wave, we didn't go in that first grouping back in a couple of weeks ago. We've only been in the yellow for a week. We've seen our numbers. The numbers have remained good, and we want to continue to have that happen. And he has indicated he would like to see 14 days worth of data. We've only had 7 days of data in yellow. So I hold out a lot of hope, and I think for our friends in the restaurant business, the hair salons, the gyms, the folks that really want to open up, I'm guessing another week we'll get the right decision.
Now, the governor said Center County asked to stay in yellow. How much input do the local counties have?
Oh, I think the governor has listens to us. Way back when in early March, if you recall, we were the only western Pennsylvania county to be in a lockdown. And I had asked for that to happen because we saw that things were getting a little worrisome. He put Philadelphia, Montgomery, Delaware, a lot of the counties in the southeast, and I had asked him to put us in that same condition, and it actually was a very, very good thing for us to do. So I don't know the issues in Center County. I know obviously it's where the university, Penn State University is. They're not in school in session right now. I'm not sure what the local officials, the county commissioners, and others saw there. But we'll certainly evaluate, and we'll be working with Dr. Bogan. And if we see things that aren't very positive, if our numbers start to spike, I would be concerned about moving into the green as well.
Why do you think there's a new urgency from the governor to open up pools and summer camps?
I think they've probably done some evaluation, probably in consulting with the CDC to see if things can go that way. I think even with the pools and the summer camps, there are a lot of limitations and restrictions. It's not going to be the same kind of summer camps that most of us remember in the past, and even pools in the past. Pools might be a little difficult right now because we're coming right upon the first weekend of which pools are open. I know we certainly weren't ready, and I can't imagine any other municipalities will be ready with the planning, the lifeguards, the lifeguard testing. I mean, there's a lot that goes into opening a pool, not just opening the gate and filling it up with water. We're going to take a look at it. We're just getting this today, so we'll in consultation with the Parks Department and the county manager, they'll certainly take a look at it.
And speaking of parks, Kennywood, Sandcastle, what does this mean for them?
I don't know the answer to that. My guess is that they would be limited and restricted at this point. Maybe in the green they could open up, but I would also think that there would be an awful lot of limitations. I mean, when you stand in line for the Jackrabbit or the Thunderbolt, keeping everybody 6 feet apart might be a little challenging. Well, people are going to do what they're going to do, but there's restrictions and laws in place, and people do things at their own risk.
We're less than 20 cases per 100,000 over 14 days. I mean, what else? The testing is up. What else do we have to do?
That's why we went into the yellow. That's why we were able to go into the yellow. Our friends in Philadelphia, Montgomery, Delaware County, many other counties across this Commonwealth are still in the red phase. So we did move into the yellow. We've been into the yellow for a week. And now, hopefully, in the second week, if we get 14 days of good testing, we'll be on the right path. I think the governor also laid out the fact that Pennsylvania's done way better than a lot of other states, and I think he deserves a lot of credit for getting on top of this early. We are now, as a state, moving downward on our cases. He indicated that during his remarks today. There are other states that are still going up, still heading in the wrong direction. So we want to maintain the great work that has happened here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Folks here have really sacrificed. They've done a good job. They've been responsible. We want to continue that if we're going to open this economy up.
How do you feel about the governor's decision to move Lawrence County next week to green? Do you think that's moving too fast, or do you think it's time to move forward?
To be honest with you, I can't speak to that because I don't know the numbers in Lawrence County. I'm happy for them. I'm happy that our friends in Lawrence County and in some of the other counties, Elk County, Clearfield County, that are close to us, Crawford, Venango. Obviously, the governor and his team saw numbers that were good for those folks, and they're able to open up their economy even more. I don't know what happened in Mercer County and in Erie County, but obviously they must have saw something there that gave them a little concern to keep them in yellow a little bit longer.
And with many festivities already canceled for the summer, did some counties, you think, come out too early making those decisions to cancel those festivities?
I can't speak to that. I don't know. I think a lot of the group festivities, the concerts, the sporting events, those are still, even in the green, are still not going to be open. And even in the green, the things like hair salons, restaurants, much more limitations that were there than were there previously before we had the COVID crisis. So, there's still a lot of work to do. Even if you get into green, even if for our friends in Lawrence and some of the other counties that are close to us, they still have a lot of concerns. We all have a lot of concerns to continue social distancing, wearing our masks, contact tracing, testing, all those kind of things. One of the things I will also comment on, we've done a lot more testing lately, not just statewide, but you've seen a lot more of that in Allegheny County, and I think that will continue to be something that we want to do. We have seen our raw numbers go up, but the good news is our percentage of positive cases per testing still continues to stay very low.
Going back to swimming pools, the city has said one of the reasons is they can't social distance. There's nowhere to, in the lounging area or in the bathroom. What about the county? I mean, your pools are obviously different. Boys Park, is that something that comes into play, or does that help you out?
Ours are a little bit different, but 3 of our 4 pools are wave pools. So that creates other type of challenges. But we still have the same issues with lounge chairs and tables and all those type of things. We have to take a look at that. We were anticipating that probably pools weren't going to be there. We also have some baby pools and some spray parks, so there may be some opportunities along those lines, but it's really too early for us to make any kind of decision right now. We're just getting this information literally as a few minutes before I came out here. So we need to take a look at that. Our Parks Department, I want to hear what they have to say, what we need to do if we do open. Obviously, we're not going to be opening on Memorial Day, which has often been traditional, but maybe we could do something by late June or early July. We'll have to see. You guys good? All right. All right. Thank you.